About Israel.
All right, here's a story about the Tzemach Tzedek. The Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad, in his battles against the desires of the Tsar's government, and also the what would they call the assimilated Jews, to destroy Judaism. And they wanted to change education, Jewish education, a little bit, that you should include science, you should include these things. And the Rebbe he wasn't against science, he wasn't against this, but he was against the way they taught it. That's the problem. Okay. So he made once there was the Tsar, he brought the minister of education or something, and the minister of education, he brought this big apostate, and the apostate showed that it says in the Gemara, in the Talmud, in Masechet Sofrim, it says over there that the best of the non-Jews you should kill. Tov shebagoyim taharog. So you should kill the best of the non-Jews. Where do you get this from, by the way? It says that when Paro ran after the Jews, right? The Jews, after the firstborn died, so it says that the Jews left Egypt and Paro ran after them. And who ran after them? Paro with his horses and his chariots. So the question is, where did they get horses from? It says that all the horses died in the plagues. Died in the plague. If there's no in the plague of hail, it says whoever fears God will take his. It says that the hail is going to kill everything. Everything that's out in the field will get killed. Those who fear God should take their livestock into the houses, into their barns or whatever that they're covered over, and then so those people who feared God, they took their horses into their barns, and that's where the horses were. So it says these people, they feared God. They were the best of the non-Jews. They feared God. That's why they took the horses, and now they use these horses, which survived due to the fear of God of these Egyptians. So those were the best of Egyptians, and they used these horses to pursue the Jews in order to kill them. So they said, from there we learned it says the best of the Egyptians, the best you should kill. Okay. So this apostate said to the Tsar, look what it says in the Talmud of the Jews. It says you should kill the best of the non-Jews. Kill the best of the non-Jews. Okay. Okay. In fact, what does it mean? Listen, I don't want this thing over here. Okay, I hope that nobody else sees this. How do we do this here? There we go. Good. So, yeah. So they brought this apostate, and he said that's what it says in the Talmud. Okay, let me just explain something. What does it really mean in the Talmud? It means that the best of the Jews, the non-Jews, right? The best of the non-Jews, they really deserve to be killed. What does it mean they deserve? Not that we should kill them. Because in fact, deep in their hearts, they really hate the Jews. They really hate the Jews. Rare is the case where there's non-Jews that really admire the Jews, that really like. There are cases, definitely are. There are cases, but it's very rare, right? That all these missionaries and these, the Gentiles, the Christians, they don't like the Jews. They just want to swallow them up. They just believe that there's going to be a big war and that eventually all the Jews will leave Judaism, right? So it says, Tov shebagoyim, all these people, they don't really deserve to live. Not that we should do anything to them, but okay, anyway, let's go. So this apostate said, it says in the Talmud, the best of the non-Jews, Tov shebagoyim tarog, you should kill. And so the Tsar said, what do you have to say? So there were 3 Jews that were representing the Jews. One of them was the Alter Rebbe, first Rebbe of Chabad. And another one of them was this rabbi, it's called Helperin. He represented the other Chassidic groups. And then there was, I think, Rabbi Yitchi of Volozhin, one of the Rebbes of Volozhin, a tremendous Torah genius. And they were all good, very good friends. So the Alter Rebbe nudged this rabbi of Volozhin that he was a Litvisher Rav. He was not Chassidic. And he said, you answer. So he said, you've got the wrong Talmud. In the Talmud, it doesn't say Tov Shebegoyim Tarog. It says Tov Shebegoyim Katol. It says the best of the non-Jews are the Catholics. Katol. Katol. Again. So the apostate said, that's not what it says. It doesn't say that. So the minister of education said, well, go down to the archives, and we have Talmuds down there. Bring one of the Talmuds. They brought the Talmud. They opened it up to that page, and sure enough, that's what it said. It said, Tov Shebegoyim Katol. The best of the non-Jews are the Catholics. It has nothing to do with murder. Catholics. So the apostate was very embarrassed, very ashamed. That wrecked the whole. And they adjourned the meeting. So afterwards, they went outside, and the Rebbe of Volozhin said, listen, I know the whole Talmud. And the fact of the matter is in that tractate of the Talmud, it says Katol, it says Tarog. It doesn't say it. And not only that, if you nudged me, he said, I never knew that answer, what you just said. It says Katol. I never knew that answer. Tov Shebegoyim Katol. I never knew that there was such a Talmud like that. He said, you nudged me. He said to the Tzemach Tzedek, you put that idea into my mind. The Tzemach Tzedek said, no. So he said, if you put that idea into my mind, then why didn't you say it? So the Tzemach Tzedek said, I couldn't bring myself to say that any idolatry was good. Tov Shebegoyim Katol, that the Catholics are the best. I couldn't bring myself to say a thing like that. There's other stories which are similar to that, which shows, number one, that the Tzemach Tzedek did have the ability to put things in other people's minds. Number two, especially the truth. Number two, we see that a big miracle was done, that it happened to be that the Tsar had the only version of the Talmud that does have that change in it. And it was a big miracle. And that God is willing to do miracles in order to help the Jews. And so it will be now with us, that God will do big miracles, and he will destroy all of our enemies, just like he did last week with Sodom and Gomorrah. And we'll see an amazing victory for the whole entire world. L'Hashem HaMalucha. And as we say every day in the Aleinu prayer, Yifnu Elecha Kol Rishei Oretz, all the evil people in the world will turn to the Creator. Have a good day with Mashiach now. Thank you very much.
You wanted to say something?
Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Here we go.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Okay. How do we turn this off?
Kfi HaMelech.
Kfi HaMelech.